Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner. Look, we need to talk about the dabbing. It is being massively overused. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what a dab is, and that was myself up until a couple of months ago. In fact, I was doing live streams on my Facebook page and I was getting tons and tons of comments saying, do a dab. And I was thinking, what the hell is a dab? Is that some kind of rap they want me to do? Is it like dabbing on speed or something? Are they asking me to do drugs? Anyway, went on for a few weeks and eventually I googled it and I found out what it was. I was taken to a clip of Jesse Lingard celebrating a goal with a quick dab. And I was like, okay, penny's dropped, I know what it is. And I even tried one myself in a dance video that I did. You know, the odd little dab there's no problem with it. You know, it's quite funny. It can be a fun little thing. The problem is that many people in the public eye, and specifically YouTubers, are massively overusing the dab. It's becoming epidemic, it's becoming a problem. When I was 15, 16, there was an album out called What's the Story? Morning Glory by Oasis. Massive album. Absolutely loved it when it first came out. However, for the next year, every single house party I went to played that, blasting out full volume. And before long, it went bad. It was overused and it went bad. I couldn't stand to hear it anymore. And it took me years before I could even listen to it again without cringing. We are on the verge of that situation with dabbing. In fact, I'll go further than that. We are on the verge of a dab becoming the physical equivalent of the phrase cheeky Nando's. And that's not something we want, is it? So this is a quick video just to beseech these YouTubers to think about what you're doing. I'm going to show you now a little compilation of YouTubers over dabbing. Just random ones that I grabbed in a kind of cursory search. I had hoped to have a clip of Sam Pepper in there dabbing because I've been told he overuses the dab. I popped over to his channel to have a little look, but his videos were just so painful to watch, to be honest with you. They're like 30 minutes long and each one's got like 10 adverts in there. I just couldn't watch them any longer and I didn't find a dab in the bits that I did watch. I don't know, it may well be that he only dabs after abusing a woman or something. I'm not too sure about the ins and outs of Sam Pepper's psyche. It's a dark place. Anyway, let's look at the YouTubers over dabbing.
Let's go. Bang! Yo.
I'm okay, dab. Let's
Say that at the same time.
And we're doing it. I'm like, let's get back. Gang full of big boys rolling my camp.
There you go. I mean, there's no hate from me in this situation. You know, this is not me trying to be aggressive or have a go at you. I just don't think you realise how gimpy it's becoming, how kind of cringy and spasmoidal you're behaving. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a couple of little dance moves that you could use to celebrate rather than dabbing. Right, number one, something good has happened. Push the ceiling. Absolutely acceptable. Number two, pretending you've got some dice, throwing them. Just a little boom, little celebration. Number three, my personal favourite. Just a little floaty arms. And you can even give it the old shoulders as well if you want to. Not a problem. Now, one quick warning I really should give you here if you're one of these YouTubers who's over dabbing and you're thinking of using an alternative dance move. It's very likely, given your personality and your kind of penchant for dabbing, that you might be attracted to a dance move that was really big when I was young. And that was where the guy just stood there like this with one hand out and the other hand pretended to slap an imaginary bottom whilst thrusting his hips. Often accompanied by the shout of "Who's your daddy?" And that's, I find, a really weird thing. Why would you want to be shouting about fathers and pretending to be their daddy when you're having boom boom? Honestly, parents and people's parents is the last thing I want to be thinking about or pretending to be when I'm having boom boom. The people who liked this dance move, I think the kind of boom boom, are the kind of people who think that porn movies are actually how you should have boom boom. The kind of guy who thinks that if you're not having sex as hard as you can, you're not doing it right. Unless there's a little bit of pain involved for the other person, it's just not right. If you ever stay at a hotel or something and you've got a guy like this next to you, you will hear it. The kind of boom, 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 just as hard as they can, often accompanied by slaps, kind of shouts of "Who's your daddy?" Just boom, boom, boom. You know, I'm not just going to show you a G-spot. I'm going to give you A, B, C, D, boom, 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 all the way through the alphabet, just as hard as they can. I mention this because if you are over dabbing, you're very likely to be attracted to that dance move, and that's really something I don't want to be responsible for. I don't want that one coming back. You don't even need to dance, to be honest with you. The dabbing, you just cut it out, I think, in so many of your videos. Just think, is it appropriate? Have I dabbed in every single one of my videos for the last 3-4 months? You know, you should really be going 4, 5, 6 videos without dabbing in them at least. I'm only asking you this because your actions are on the verge of spoiling it for everyone. And if I'm feeling this, you know, a middle-aged, absolutely clueless guy, there's actually quite a high chance that dabbing may have already gone bad and I've missed it. If that has happened, then, you know, the blame is on your shoulders and you need to think about your actions. It's fine to enjoy a trend, but what you've got to stop doing is overdoing it. And it goes for dabbing, and quite often it goes to the people who are doing this dabbing are the kind of people who are doing those videos that are right on the most current trends, just again and again and again to death, until you get to the situation where no one else can do it because it's just done to death due to their kind of selfishness. So that's my little dab rant. I'm not hating on anyone, and you know, it is light-hearted. It does make me laugh when people over dab, but I think something needs to be said. A warning needs to go out there because this situation is this close, as I say, to erupting. This close to a dab becoming the physical equivalent of the phrase "a cheeky Nando's," and we don't want that. No one wants another cheeky Nando's situation. Just think about your actions.